I was going to say, welcome back to Cain's Car Mods. Now, we recently got a GVM upgrade for the Cruiser. The Tough Dog system, sadly, after about 10 years, failed us. But the new system tends to sag in the back end. It's a little bit lower, therefore I had to get a new hitch at the back. And it just sags in the arse end. So I spoke to the company that did it and they said airbags. So we've decided to go with the Boss airbags. So this is the Boss package. I rung them up, that showed up. They tell me everything's in there for the 76 Cruiser. It's a pretty straightforward sort of job. If you're quite handy on the tools, you should be able to do it. And we're going to see if we can crack this out and get this airbag suspension put in the Cruiser so we just level ourselves out. It is certainly not a raising of the suspension. It is to level ourselves back out. Because it did drop 25 mil, I need to lift it back up 25 mil so it doesn't sag in the back end. Plus, to help out the sagging, I believe my rear brakes are wearing out a little bit quicker than they should be. And I think that is also due to the V sort of motion of the weight of the van pushing down on the weight of the rear axle and forcing the rear brakes just to work that little bit harder. So hopefully that'll make them last a bit longer. Rear brakes will always wear out quicker than the front ones when you're towing. However, ours, I believe, are wearing out just a little bit quicker than they normally should. So we'll see if we can work that out as well. I'm going to have a whack of this in because this is Cain's Car Mods. My trusty offsider is not here at the moment. He's off doing some other stuff. He's way more cluey on it than me, but I'm going to use some of his tools and I'm going to see if I can get cracking on some airbag install for the 76 Cruiser. Two very sturdy, thick looking airbags. I believe a couple of stands and spaces for the 25 mil lift. Tough Dog was actually 75 mil. I did like it a little bit better, if you want to know. That's your airline connections for the top of the airbags. Hello? I didn't see any airline. My bad. It was in the first packet. So that's our airline. It comes with a couple of nice pictures for installing it and some instructions, which I'll actually be reading this time if you want to know. We say they're built in, but there's a couple of things that probably could come unstuck if I do it wrong. We're not sponsored by Boss. I'd love to be sponsored by Boss, it'd be awesome, but no, sadly we're not. Myself a nice sitting posse. Some say to leave the wheel on. You can do it with the wheel on. I don't have a hoist. I've got a nice trolley jack. For me, it's much easier to pull the wheel off because I've got to pull the bump stops off. Drop the four U-bolts down so I can get it to sit underneath here, and drop the rear shocky, just the bottom one on the rear shocky bolt. Just drop it out. And then we'll sit the airbag in there. Not all just sitting on the trolley jack under there. There is a jack stand. So jack stand onto the chassis with my trolley jack just sitting on the diff. And then I'm going to get the airbag sitting in there, so it'll sit in that nice posse there and see what it looks like. So a bit of a note if you're a bit of a novice like me. If you just jack up from the diff housing and undo the U-bolts, it's going to lift that all up. If you've got a car hoist, put it up, it's perfect because you really don't have to worry about it. The weight's all going to sit on itself. But because I got the wheel off, I needed to brace it at the on the spring as well. So there is a jack at the diff. It's not going to do anything once these U-bolts come off because it won't lift it any higher, but it shouldn't drop down any further because the stands are on the jacks. I've lowered the jack down so it's just holding the weight of the diff. All the weight at the moment is on these jack stands. Probably that one there is the main one. Well, I'll show you this. I got a diff breather right here. So I'm going to have to get the grinder and cut a notch in my bloody base of this here so it still straps in, but bloody diff breather's right in the road. It's just, you know, your 5-minute job, all these things always pop up, all these little extra things. So, you know, good times for me. Alrighty, I've only taken one U-bolt out one side. This thing here will just tuck under the other side. I don't see any sense in taking out both. I've made this up. They did say to leave these a bit loose so I can turn them a bit, so I can line the top holes up with the rear axle. But these are going to be a little bit of pains in the arse to try and tighten up when they're in there. So we'll see how we go with that. I've got the bottom ones loose, so the top ones are tight, because they're probably going to be, I don't know, they might be harder to get. I might have to loosen them off, but we'll see how we go. We'll have a crack, see how we go. It looks like I've actually got it. The good thing about the airbags is you can push them in, so when there's nothing connected, so the airline's got no air in it, so I can squeeze it in and squish it all in there. This is inside. You can see my little notch I've had to cut around the diff breather just in there, so that sits in there nicely. It's probably fairly well lined up where it is, so hopefully I'll just bolt it all on. I can probably put the wheel back on before I do. We'll see. The cable, I'll see how I'm going for time, because I do have a bit of a restriction on time. I must have a bit of grease on my face. It's alright. Greasy work, greasy face. We'll bolt all this up and then we'll go to the other side. Airbag looks kind of cute sitting in there. Sweet little airbag. Like I said, the suspension's good. Tough Dog. If I ever had my chance again, I'd go back to Tough Dog. I really rate the stuff. But you know, levelling airbags, not a bad idea. You know, just to help sort of even the load out a bit. But you don't want to make them too hard. You don't want to make this the centre point. You don't want to pump these up that tight that it takes all the weight on here. Otherwise you're going to crack your chassis through here. At the moment the weight's distributed on either side of the spring, so it sort of works backwards and forwards. This is just a leveller, so it'll have a bit of weight on it, but it's not going to have a great deal because the airbag will have a bit of give and play in it. So just make sure you read the manufacturer's instructions when you pump them up, because these aren't load bearing, they're not a suspension raiser, they're just a leveller for my suspension, because with the van on the back, this suspension just sags a bit. Who else closes their eyes when they're doing something like up bolts? I'm sitting here with my eyes closed, just feeling it. You know, when you're doing something you can't see and you just close your eyes, concentrate on feeling it. Is it just me? Am I just a goose? There you have it. One airbag is installed. I just got to run the air hose just to the back. You can see the airbag sitting in there nicely. Everything's done up. I just got to torque wrench the U-bolts that hold the rear axle to the suspension. I don't know, my brain's not working today, so I'm sitting there going, what is it called? It's, you know, rear axle, you dopey sausage. So rear axle to the leaf spring, I just got to torque wrench those U-bolts up and just connect the air hose, but I won't do that until I do the other side, so I can do all that at once. I'm not quite sure where I'll run this air hose. I'll work that out later, but again, that's just the install for the airbag. So I'm going to say, if you've enjoyed this sort of content from me for installing some Boss airbags, please like, follow and subscribe. I will like to put out there that, you have to be pretty hard up to enjoy some of the stuff that I do, because it's just all winging it. Read some instructions, watch a lot of YouTube on how it's done, then get in and have my go. So I tend not to do anything that's a major safety issue, but I do want to make sure that it's all done properly, because really in a mechanic's workshop you probably run around with a apprentice putting it in, and I'm sure I'm better than quite a few of those apprentices getting around nowadays. Okay, it's all out, bump stuff's off. Now we're going to build this airbag. So I just pull one D-shackle out, doesn't matter which one. Oh, one D-shackle. Goodness gracious. This is why I'm not a mechanic. One U-bolt. I just pull one U-bolt out. I normally just do the one closest to here. Slip the other one in under there on the airbag. Put this one back in. And away we go. You know, look, it just because I'm a bit lazier than most, so you can take both off. It just works for me that way. I don't have to screw these bloody U-bolts right out. Now I found out it's much easier to leave the top ones loose, so you can tighten up all the bottom ones. I've only had to take one U-bolt out because it'll slide in underneath. You got to make sure the other one's pretty loose, but do the bottom ones up nice and tight. Top ones, keep them loose in case you got to try and move it a bit to line up the top holes, and then it's much easier to tighten up the top ones afterwards. It sits in there nicely. I'll line these top bolts up. They're all done up on there, which is good. Then I'll do the U-bolts back up, give them their last tweak, and then tighten up these fellas here, and then it's just onto the hoses and it's all finished. Airbags in the cruiser. So the airbags were a really easy install. Takes a bit of nous and time, but there's nothing hard about it. I'm absolutely stoked. I run them with about maybe 50 PSI. It levels the van and vehicle up absolutely perfectly, and I don't have that, you know, sort of you're looking at sagging in the back end. So stop surviving and start living. Let's start that again. That's so you're getting so bad at winging it. Pamphlet level. Right, starting from now. Katrina, we're ready.
I tell Katrina it's really hard to do this mechanical work, but you know, really, I just sit out here, have a little look, have a think, have another look. It's not really that hard. Do you know if you stick your tongue out, it actually makes everything so much better?